Right, so I hate Manchester. It's rubbish. It's like they took everything I can't stand about modern culture and dumped it in one city. I hate coffee shops. I hate pubs that serve beer in jam jars. I hate vinyl record shops. I hate bands that want to be Oasis. I hate people thinking it's so much cheaper than London when actually it's the same price unless you're drinking horse piss in some seedy bar. I hate people who speak like they're in Oasis. I hate electronic music. I hate drugs. And above all of that, I hate seeing my team lose. Something that seems to happen every fucking time I come here. Before Saturday, my record in this hellhole of a city was played 10, won 1, drew 3, lost 6, with an aggregate score of Manchester 23, Chelsea 7. Fuck Manchester and everyone from there. Okay, ran it over. Let's go. Early kickoff, so I got up around 6. Put on my best Kai Havertz scores the win in the Champions League final jumper and leave my flat. The morning was so foggy I felt like I was in the Galatasaray Ultras section. Get to the station and get on the 8:16 to Crewe. Unlike Tottenham in midweek, I haven't got a meal deal to scare away the general public, but fortunately I cough up the latest COVID variant into my hands, which secures the empty seat next to me. Spend the journey looking out the window and listening to Blur, turning the volume up every time a bloke with a City scarf and a Gallagher haircut comes on. I have to change at Stoke where it's freezing cold and I get flashbacks to Hazard blazing his penalty over in the League Cup. Have to stand on the train because it's absolutely round, but eventually get into Piccadilly around 11 to go find my mates. Have some pints in the pub. None of us are expecting to win, but you know what? That doesn't matter. We could lose 6-0 again and Pep Guardiola would still have absolutely zero hairs on his head and City would have exactly the same amount of European Cups. After some pints we head on the Metro, which is like a tube except slower, more crowded and northern before getting to the ground, where outside there's a statue which suggests we're going to be playing the game behind closed doors. I have to walk the whole way around the stadium and up 3 tiers to get into our seats after kickoff. I don't like City's away end. It's split across 3 levels, which is horrible, and the upper tier bit is so steep and high, I get scared that if we score and there's a surge in the crowd, I'll tumble to my death. Fortunately, there's no danger of that, as City are all over us and our front 3 are offering nothing. Our end is full of people holding inflatable European Cups, which does feel incredibly League One, but is actually really amusing. Every 5 minutes we're reminding them they have 0, like actually 0 Champions Leagues. None. 0. Nil. Like, actually none at all. Seriously, you don't understand. They have never won one. Like, literally ever. As fun as this is, I do eventually get bored, so head down in the 35th minute to get overcharged for 3 flat Amstels in paper cups while I miss Kepa save from Grealish. I'm late getting back to my seat for the second half and I'm told Lukaku has missed a one-on-one, which I just can't believe. Not that he's missed it, but the fact that it was a one-on-one suggests that he would have had to have run at some point and I was unaware he was able to move. City continue to dominate. Our defence and our midfield actually do well, I think, but our front 3 are utterly useless. Werner eventually comes on and we're all excited. We've got some pace in behind. All we need is a decent through ball. We might actually nick... Oh, fuck off, they've scored. Game's over at this point. City fans start doing one step beyond and we bitterly sing about the European Cup in response. Full time and the title is gone and we walk down 3 flights of stairs with City fans banging on the segregating wall, singing about tailing Cockneys apart again, which doesn't bother us because, like all Northerners, they don't actually know what a Cockney is. Get out the ground and fans are shouting at each other before City fans eventually break through the short, light fence that was previously restraining them, and suddenly it's kicking off. In the most pathetic display of football hooliganism ever. Like, on the City side, you've got blokes with an average height of 5'4" and dads with kids on their shoulders. And on the other side is Chelsea fans with inflatables. It's so fucking stupid. Someone muttered grass at me as I was taking pictures, which, you know, would be fair enough if anything was actually happening. But what am I supposed to be grassing people up for exactly? Waving a balloon too aggressively? Seriously, it's the funniest shit I've ever seen. Walk back to the pub, parading one of the inflatables we found around Manchester like the sore losers that we are, for a few more beers before heading back home. Another trip to Manchester, another defeat. City are miles clear of us, but hey, we're a Club World Cup and a League Cup away from the treble. It's really not that bad. And besides, horrible defeats where our £100 million signings are showing less heart than Aguero, it's far easier to tolerate as European champions. We beat you in Porto and that will never change. It's just a game at the end of the day though, innit?
We're gonna play football.